Let's whisper about some things. During the panini, I think like many of us turned to TikTok in my time of need.
Baby, how you feel?
My TikTok algorithm radicalized me in a lot of ways that I am very grateful for. I was already on the path, really, but that's what algorithms do. They pick up the things that you like and then make you more extreme. Became vegetarian when I was in high school. Then I got into making my skincare and makeup cruelty-free. From then, boycotting fast fashion. From then, thinking about my plastic consumption. And they're going plant-based 2 years ago, and so on and so forth. I found myself interested in finding fewer ways to participate in capitalism and to educate myself out of what I had been taught, which is a mindset of more money, more productivity, more things for people to consume. And every time I failed at doing that, I was like, well, I am not good enough. So when I was offered an alternative, which is like, what if you are enough as it is? It made me, question times when I have been called or been told that I was lazy, and it was like, no, maybe it was just a system that we've all been brought up into. Here's the thing with trying to participate less in capitalism, right? Like, we live in capitalism. Like, this is the system that we are in. I'm not gonna be able to like fully remove myself from that. There's no ethical consumption under capitalism, as the saying goes. There are still things that I'm going to do that are going to be problematic, that are going to hurt others just by the nature of the system. So, disclaimer that I am in no way perfect, and if this conversation is intimidating for you, know that it was for me too. I still have ways in which I want to change, and some of that can be done individually, and some of that will be done collectively. The other thing that has to be acknowledged is the fact that I am privileged in terms of my skin color, that I'm cisgender, that I'm straight passing, that I was born in the US to an upper middle class family. I had the financial capital that opened up doors to me that are not open to other people. The support, access, attention, opportunities that I've had because of what I look like, where I was born, who I was born to, all that has contributed to where I am today. I think about this comment a lot that I saw on an Alice Capel video, and how I can feel like I am standing on the shoulders of a lot of people. So I wanted to say that because these conversations can feel very much like, I can watch these things or take in this information and feel a lot of guilt about what I'm not doing, but that doesn't really help anyone. So if I can be more involved in the collective that's moving towards eliminating that system that we're currently in, breaking it down little by little, that's where I would like to be. So I'm gonna try and practice disrupting in different ways, which leads me back to Patreon. Weirdly, once I had kind of opened this radical door, because it doesn't feel super radical to me anymore, but maybe that's because I'm so deep in it. Things have been kind of flowing my way, like information that I'm like, oh, this aligns with what I've already learned from over there. So I feel like I've had more exposure to renters unions, worker-owned co-ops, the co-op supermarket culture in New York that I experienced. Again, no hate against Patreon. I support lots of YouTubers that I love on Patreon. That's the platform that they are on. But I've always seen Patreon as extra work, which it is. It's predicated on giving bonus content, extra access to the creator that you admire. Some people do it super well. My friend Fran is freaking amazing at it. Oh, it's my flatmate blowing her nose. If I was being real with myself, I knew that I could not confidently, consistently deliver additional stuff, right? Like, it's already difficult enough for me to do this bit, like the main bit, the bit that's more for me than for you. Like, no offense, this is also kind of for you, but I'm trying to make this for me because I don't want to be showing up for someone else. I want to be showing up for myself. That's what I'm practicing. Am I jealous and intimidated of the people that have a successful blossoming Patreon? Yes, because that highlights my own insecurities about not being enough, not doing enough, not producing enough, which then to me is circled back to this capitalist mindset that I've been raised on, which is like more, give them more. I don't want to be making more. I just want to be making this. The people that I support on Patreon myself, I don't want their extra stuff. Like, amazing that they're doing it. I'm sure some people do want the extra stuff, but I don't want it. I don't want to spend extra time on another website looking at things. I just want to be like, thank you for making the main stuff that you make. I'm so grateful I have the ability to financially support you. Here's that. I'll see you on your main place. Like, that's what my relationship with Patreon is, though I accept that's not what everyone's relationship with it is. So when it came to setting up a way for people to become patrons of my channel, I didn't need all the bells and whistles, and I don't have anything that I want to put behind a paywall, at least not at the moment. And the final thing is Patreon is, at the end of the day, a company. It is therefore inherently capitalistic and profit-driven. It has to be to survive. For subscription-based services, the payment processor that they are using that keeps payments secure takes a small percentage of whatever money is given. Patreon, on top of that payment processing that goes to the payment processors, you with me, kids? Okay, Patreon on top of that takes 5% of all your earnings, okay? And they do that understandably because they are a business. They have employees to pay, developers to pay, things on the site to improve. So now you're saying like, okay, but you said that people can support your channel, but you don't have a Patreon. Yes. So after lots and lots of research, props to Tiffany, who is at Milk Circus on Twitter, for making this amazing infographic on different crowdfunding platform alternatives. I went with a site called LiberaPay, and here's why. There's no pressure for me to create any extras. It's a bare bones platform, and the payments come with no strings attached. That's right, you get nothing.
It's all there, black and white, clear as crystal. You get nothing.
Nothing but contributing towards a stable crowd-funded basic income for creators. The second reason that I went with LiberaPay is because it is a non-profit donation platform. It's not a company. There's no bosses, there's no employees, there's no chasing after venture capitalists, shareholders. It's just made up of the volunteers who want it to exist. The third reason why I went with LiberaPay is it is one of the very few sites that takes no fees on top of the payment processing fees. They're only funded by people supporting their own LiberaPay page. It's a lot to just listen to someone talk in the abstract about a platform, right? So let's go over here. I will show you what it actually looks like. Let's go. Whoever's name is Marion and made a honey chicken recipe has completely effed up my SEO, so love you, but no thanks for that. Oh, Marion Honey is legendary honey. Oh, okay. So this is what LiberaPay looks like, right? So you have your profile, and then if I wanted to become a patron of me, I would hit the donate button, and then these are the options. So you can do it per week, per month, per year. You can do a secret donation. So like I won't know that it's you donating. Sneaky. Private donation. I will know, but no one else will know. Or a public donation, because you love that attention. So my profile is set up to take British pounds, but you can also choose a variety of currencies. For example, let's say I want to do a cent per week as a patron. I'll be secret. Manual. Okay. Boop, boop, boop. Then I would create an account. Okay, let's do my newsletter email. Notes at Marion, he needed Kimi. Okay, so let's do a card. You could lock in for, I love all of the like breakdowns of this. You could donate to me 1 cent a week for 16 years and it would only be £8.40. I'm a bargain. So let's go for this just for the sake of this example. I've put in my card deets and it's processing and cool. Now I'm a patron of myself. Yay! I can manage my donation. I can choose to support LiberaPay as well, the platform. That's what their profile looks like. They are almost halfway to their goal. If you wanted to change the amount that you were giving to someone, you can go into here. Modify that, right? You can stop, you can cancel it. Boop. I just stopped my own donation. Wow, it was that fucking fast. Yeah, that's the homepage, by the way. Also, I recommend if you want to know more, their FAQ is... Am I scrolling too fast? Sorry. Their FAQ is very helpful too. That was a lot to take in. I couldn't leave this without mentioning one more platform that came up during my research, which is called Comradery. It's a worker-owned co-op, and it's only in its kind of early launch stages, and it sounds like I must creep on Alice Capel's her comment sections all day, but I actually found out about this platform through this comment on one of her videos. They do take a fee of your earnings, similar to Patreon. 2.5% is what they take versus Patreon's 5%, again, on top of the payment processing fees, which exists for all platforms. But instead of it being a company, it is a co-op. So it means that all of the creators that use the platform, all of its members own the platform, and they get a say of where their 2.5% dues, where that money is used. So it's a super interesting model that, obviously, going back to my TikTok radicalization, really appeals to me because it shows me a workers first rather than consumers first based approach. So maybe there will be a day where I move from LiberaPay to Comradery. If I can find the time and the energy to slowly implement, dip my toe in, experiment, allow for mistakes by pursuing this dream world in my present, choosing to try and support a group of people who are trying to create a worker-owned co-op for online creators, then I'm going to try and go there. So just a reminder, I'm not an expert on any of these things. I'm just one little person in their corner of the internet trying to look to participate less in capitalism, she says, on a platform run by Google. You know what I mean? Baby steps. There are people doing amazing work explaining these topics, and I want to specifically shout out Andrewism for the work that he's doing. It's helped me a lot. So there you have it. My treatsy of why I have patrons, but I'm not on Patreon. These are the alternatives that you can consider, and these are the reasons why I've been thinking about it. Thanks. Oh. How much of that was not recording? Was all of that not recording? Okay, first of all, Kiki's gone to the office. And I think I was just talking to myself. Such a nervous little Nelly. When will I ever not be uncomfortable with this?